The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org. Let me share a story with you. 2 years ago, I was scheduled to give a class at Manchester University on a Tuesday at 6:15 in the afternoon. It was only a 12-minute drive, but knowing that it was a rush hour, I left an hour early. I got into my car at 5:15, punched the address into my GPS, and began driving. As soon as I got onto the freeway, I found myself stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic. With 58 minutes left to showtime and only 10 minutes of driving time left, I leaned back in my seat, turned up the music, and relaxed. But when 40 minutes passed without moving an inch, I began to panic. I started calling my friend who was organizing the event to tell him I'm probably not going to be able to make it. But I couldn't get through. I closed my eyes and began to pray. I said, "Dear God, please split traffic for me just like you split the sea for us thousands of years ago." But when I opened my eyes again, the traffic was still blocking my way, and I knew at that point that I had to take matters into my own hands. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed that if I maneuver out of my spot, I could make a sharp right turn into a side street. Without thinking, I did exactly that. But I soon realized that the street wasn't leading anywhere, so I parked my car, marked down the address, grabbed the GPS off my windshield, and began to run. I thought, how bad could it be? 10 minutes of driving time at the worst equals 20 minutes of running time. So I'll get there a few minutes late, but at least I'll make it, right? Wrong. After 10 minutes of running, I realized that there was still 10 minutes of driving time left on the GPS. I thought of turning around and walking back, but against all odds, I continued pushing myself. All of a sudden, it dawned on me that I was running right onto a very busy highway. Cars were slowing down as they drove by, and people rolled down their windows, cheering me on, yelling, "Run, Rabbi! Run, Rabbi! Run!" I felt like the biggest idiot. There I was, huffing and puffing in my jacket and tie with GPS in one hand and my phone in the other, running like an absolute maniac. Finally, after half an hour, I made it. I ran straight to the bathroom, washed my face, tucked myself in, and got to the class only 20 minutes late. I got home that night wiped. With a pounding headache and sore feet, I could barely walk. But inside, I felt good. I felt good because I knew that I had every excuse in the book not to make it to my class. But I refused to become a victim to my circumstances. And against all odds, I managed to break free and literally beat the traffic. You know, sometimes we get stuck in traffic on the road of life. Some of us feel like we're stuck in a relationship. Others feel stuck financially. For some, it's illness. And for some, it can just be a bad hair day. We all carry legitimate excuses why we can't progress and arrive at our destination in this journey called life. If you really want to break free, if you really want to move on, then don't wait for God to quiet the storm. Learn how to dance in the rain. Face and embrace your challenges and rise above them. Don't become a victim of your circumstances.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org